right here on a holiday weekend. Some people are taking off today, but Steve isn't. He's right here.
What a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning we have here, David. And I'm so glad that you opened it like that because it just makes me smile. Seeing your face makes me smile. But you know what makes me smile even more? I love our guest today. She is so awesome. So today
Oh, who do we have? Who do we have?
We have Nikki Schillaci, and she is one of the marketing people from PuroClean. Nikki, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself and what do you do over at PuroClean?
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me today. So yeah, I work for PuroClean. I am a sales and marketing representative. We are out of Secaucus, Bayonne, Jersey City, Fort Lee, Ocean Township. We've even expanded into Philly. Okay, we just opened in June, Boston, Massachusetts, and Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, opening in July.
Pretty impressive. Seems like your PuroClean franchise is busy in all kinds of direction. But before we jump in talking about how you do things, your background, Nikki, you haven't always been in restoration business, haven't you?
That's correct. I came from the fitness industry, so I'm a health and wellness enthusiast, and I was a former yoga studio owner. Yeah.
Wow,
Well,
wow,
maybe
David.
Steve can take a tip or two on the wellness part of things.
David,
Absolutely.
that's right up your alley, right up your alley. So actually, it's funny. My wife, she's a yogi, and she finds that her knowledge about wellness and whatnot, it helps deal with everything in life. So do you feel the same way about your practice? Does that affect your work life? Can you bring some of that knowledge over?
Yes, 100%. I do strive to do that. I've been in the service industry my whole life, so I do take those parts and bring them into here and implement for people when they are having a moment. Take a deep breath, say your positive affirmations, make it short and sweet. It really does help. Visualize what you want to happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to tie some things together here. All right. So we don't normally talk a whole lot about insurance on the show, but we do, since we have a restoration representative here, I can relate somewhat. So claim time is incredibly stressful for everybody. We're talking about people's homes here. I mean, if it's the insured, the manager, service providers. Do you have any tips for dealing with that overwhelming kind of stress when it comes to claims and restoration?
Well, for the homeowner or the insurance adjuster, asking for help, I think, is really important. Tell me what you need. Tell us what you need. Communicate. I have the compassion and understanding. We've had instances where people have pets in the house. They need to come out, so we just do our best to try to help and be as patient as possible. But help, ask for it. Yes. Say what you need.
As far as is there any breathing techniques, stretches, things that you would recommend anybody to do at claim time?
Yeah, I mean, taking awareness of your breath, really deepening the breath, not just having that fight or flight, but breathing from the belly, from the lower part, and inhaling and opening up the diaphragm and exhaling and letting it out. It really does change. It helps to lower your heart rate a little bit. There's lots of different techniques, but that's one I like.
Okay.
In through the nose, out through the mouth, right?
I'll do the mouth. Well, actually, it's so you really pass that sigh through the back of your throat.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
And there's a great posture too. You can sit with your legs up the wall. That'll calm your parasympathetic nervous system. So you can take your phone call.
Let me try that.
Legs up the wall.
Don't encourage him. So that's good for once the problems hit us. But I'm sure that there's things that we can do before problems arise. So how does one deal with finding a partner for restoration, being prepared? Because listen, when the building's on fire or the firemen are leaving, they pumped 7 million gallons of water onto a building. Now's not the time to figure out who am I going to call. So can you talk a little bit about setting up a partnership or how somebody can decide on a restoration partner?
So what they're looking for in a restoration partner, timely response. Okay, you can reach me anytime, day or night, directly. We have phone communication from everyone. We're easy to work with. Constant communication is definitely part of it. Competitive pricing, having the managers and owners present so that they're always available to be there and help you understand and walk you through the process.
Outstanding. Now, I'd like to go back again to wellness because I like the most. When it comes to what we see in the industry, we see a lot of community associations that are trying different classes. I was thinking the other day, Zumba was a thing. We used to see Zumba classes in community association, and now you'd be hard pressed to find a Zumba instructor making a living anywhere. Do you see any things that is coming in and out? What's trendy now, and what do you think is going to stay?
You mean as to helping people in the communities and the clubhouses and things like
Yes,
that?
yes. Like what
Yeah.
could be like a good activity, or maybe one that is not so good?
I have so many
I've
jokes.
seen lots of great yoga offerings. I've seen some healing sound meditation offerings in the places that I visit, which I love. Water aerobics are now coming up. So, yeah, anything to move your
Yeah.
body. Moving your body shifts your energy. It gets you in a different mindset. It takes you away from what you're ruminating about and puts you in a different way. So, yeah, move.
Okay.
So
Walk, be out in
I,
nature. Grounding barefoot is really good too.
Absolutely. I
yeah,
hate to
yeah.
bring
No,
it back down to business. I know you want to talk about working out and stretching and dance classes and whatnot all day long. However, we're trying to provide a service here for our viewers. No, but seriously. So there've got to be some challenges that you guys are facing. I mean, we've all been through COVID and the challenges associated there, but what's the biggest challenge you guys are facing as a restoration company these days?
I think just the challenge of it is really there's so many restoration companies everywhere. Who do you know how to pick from? You got to go with who makes you most comfortable, who you can communicate the best with, and the most easy way to work together. It's about making that connection.
so since I've been kiboshed from talking about fitness and wellness, I will ask you a question about work. What is the key, in your opinion, to a successful restoration? Not the restoration company, but the restoration process itself. The key to success there.
Key to success being a restoration company is your team coming together and communicating and helping the people accomplish what they need, whether it's the homeowner, the insurance adjuster, or the manager that might need extra help elsewhere. Just being available for whatever they need.
I would agree with that.
Great. Do you guys have like a specialty? You guys got something like a niche, or like what would be your perfect client? What rings for you guys?
Our perfect client,
Yeah.
just someone who is in a dire need, right? We are there to provide any kind of help. We are start to finish, so we can get there for the remediation part of it and then go right into the rebuild and the restoration. So it's someone that's going to allow us to do the job start to finish, and understand that
Got it.
we are going to be able to communicate and complete the task from beginning to end.
Fabulous.
And since I can't stay on task or on topic, I will get off on a tangent again. And I will ask you these questions. Like, what's the craziest things that you've run into so far in your career in restoration?
Ooh, that's a loaded question for restoration company.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Make it
emotional,
PG.
but the worst thing I've seen or the craziest thing I saw was a crime scene, and that body was there for about 3 weeks, and it was on the 4th level floor, and it just fell, and there was so much coming through to the 2nd floor. Yeah, that was a lot.
I didn't think we were going there right there in the morning. Whew.
Yeah, it's Monday. It's a lot.
You
That one
wanted
might.
to know.
All
Small
right.
stuff, David. No.
Nikki, Wonder Woman at PuroClean, you're such a good sport. Thank you so much. Now, we also like to give our guests an opportunity to thank somebody that's been important in their career, their life. Could be a charity, could be a mentor. So we're going to hand the microphone to you, Nikki, and why don't you thank somebody that's helped you along the way?
Oh my gosh, well, I would love to shout out Peter Shine, Robert Rodriguez, and Lila Cirio, right? They are my people. I've learned so much from them, and the opportunity I've been given has been really amazing, and it continues to grow. So exciting and fun and always learning. Thank you to them.
Thank you, Nikki,
Good
for joining us. Steve, thank you for joining us as well. Hope you enjoy your 4th of July tomorrow. Don't do anything crazy.
Weekend.
Don't eat too many burgers or hot dogs. I know you love them. All right,
Oh.
everybody, we'll see you next week for the next episode of Community Association Car Chat. And Nikki again, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Happy 4th.